You are not punk rock, and neither am I. So, who is? Every video that I make, there's always a comment that haunts me. No matter what I'm doing, what bands I'm talking about, there's always gonna be someone down there saying, but it's not punk rock. Blink-182 is pop punk, it's not punk rock. Green Day is not punk rock anymore. Jesus Christ. I swear, there's times that I feel that I could be talking about Minor Threat, Dag Nasty, Black Flag, and there will still be someone in the comments below saying that these bands are not punk rock. And you know, in the end, I don't care, cause caring is not punk rock. But I still want to make a video about it, cause it feels like such a unique phenomenon to the punk rock atmosphere, ecosystem, world, whatever. And it really fascinates me, to be honest. The punk word in general carries with itself an unwavering dose of gatekeeping that comes for something that happened decades ago, but still some people did not get over it. Punk was the counterculture, okay? Cool. But guess what? Punk outfits are pretty cool. Punk music is pretty cool. So eventually, people noticed it and people liked it. And people wanted it. And suddenly, it wasn't counterculture anymore. It was just mainstream culture. And that happens with anything that's good, really. It happened to blues before it happened to rock, to any kind of artistic thing that's worth it, you know? It happens every time. I know it's frustrating because it used to be your thing, okay? And now it's everybody's thing. Oh no, suddenly you're not special anymore. But you molded your personality according to it so much that you cannot get over it. But holy shit, the mainstreaming punk rock started in the 70s, okay? Most of us weren't even there. Why we still care? What's also attached to this whole frustration is something that I like to call the Genra Nazi. And I know that in every genre there's these experts that like to put everything in their little box. Separate everything, make everything nice and neat. That way when we're having a conversation, they can always feel better than me because I say, oh, I like a little bit of jazz. And then he says, oh, what kind of jazz do you like? 70s introspective Vietnamese jazz? Or are you more into fusion baby doll jazz? Whatever. I don't know. Fusion baby doll jazz, what the fuck? And I'm always just like, fuck man, I like jazz, okay? That's it. But then he can go home thinking he was better than me. That's all they want. They want to be better. They want to be unique. But punk rock is really the only genre that I see these discussions getting so heated. You cannot call one pop punk band punk rock without being burnt at the stake. But you know what bugs me about that is that, in my honest opinion, pop punk is punk rock. Just like punk rock is rock. They're genres that fall under each other, not next to each other, separate from each other. One clearly originated the other. It's like saying that a cat is not a feline because it's not a lion. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, one stinks and eats people, but the other one's pretty cool too, right? And it's cute, it's clean, and you can live in your house. How cool is that? Quick tangent here, I'm sorry, but I love how metal comes from rock, but when they were making up the name, they just thought, what's heavier than rock? Metal, man. And the guy was just like, fuck bro, you're right. It just amuses me. I know it's a silly thought. Another quick tangent on a tangent. Imagine if we just kept using minerals and metals to keep naming things according to their heaviness. Like, oh, this is kind of light, so this is aluminum for sure. And this one's kind of hollow, so this is wood. Yeah, my brain's going places, so let's just wrap this up. So I'm always surprised when these people show up in the comments or in real life trying to stir up these discussions. Who cares? It's all music. The genres should really just be a tool for us to research and find songs that we like. Now, am I gonna be angry that I find a Simple Plan song in a punk rock playlist? Fuck no! I'll just skip it. I'm sorry, Pierre, I'm sorry. Nothing against you, it's just, you know. Music is music, and you like whatever you like. Do you like Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys? Good for you, babes. I'm a 36 years old hairy man. I own 3 cats. I like punk rock, but I also like K-pop. I like nice things like moisturizing my skin and feeling good and having a massage every now and then. And I think that's what's really punk. Punk, to me personally, is to do whatever you want with no fear of being judged and just being happy. Living my life the way that I want to live my life, do the things that I want to do, and just be happy with who I am. But what is punk and punk rock for you? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you like this video, and if you like what I do, please press all the buttons around me right there in this world. And I see you all next time. Thank you and bye.